Good afternoon, I'm Josiah.
I'm Mikey.
And I'm Rachel. Tonight we're going to look at where Fiat is currently, as well as where they're headed for the future. We're going to take a look at their competitive advantage first and break it down by core product, tangible, augmented, and promised products.
Okay, so what's Fiat's core product? I know most of you thinking, car, automobiles, duh. No, we want to make it a little bit broader because we feel like if we just limit to cars or automobiles, we're kind of limiting where we can go with our blue ocean. So our core product is transportation. Now, tangible product stands for, the more distinguishing factors that Fiat has. One thing that it really has going for it is that virtual engineering that Rachel spoke about last week, really cutting down on the physical resources used and also costs in the long run. Another thing that it obviously has going for it is the fact that it is an Italian brand. Now, when people think of Italy, they think style, fashion. That's what they're getting with this car, and no matter what, you can't take that away from Fiat.
The augmented product is definitely the customizable build-to-order option that they give their customers. You can get in a color, convertible, or even the turbo edition, which is something that not many brands in the car industry provide. As well as their alliance with the fashion company Gucci has really helped them to target different segments of the market. And of course, their promise market is definitely going after that sex appeal. You buy a Fiat, you're sexy, you can get the girl, and you're the cool mom on the block.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at market share. This graph right here kind of shows the sales for all of 2012 with small cars. You see Fiat's right there in the middle with sales of just under 44,000 new vehicles sold. But something to keep in mind about this graph is that it includes the Honda Civic and Ford Focus. So it doesn't really tell us specifically about the hatchback industry. So what we wanted to do was take these numbers here along with the competitors that we've picked out and been speaking about for these last weeks, just to kind of show you the breakdown between those six. And as you can see here, Sonic seems to have a large majority, but another thing to keep in mind is because it was the small cars industry that we saw, this includes the non-hatchback version of Sonic as well. But it's good for us to see a rough idea of where Fiat is in relation to its competitors.
With Fiat's current mobile strategy and our research last week, we found that they already have an app that's really integrated with a lot of different social media platforms, as well as a mobile site that allows you to find tutorials on how to change a tire, as well as find a dealership near you. We wanted to look at how we can expand their mobile strategy though.
So with our mobile strategy, we came up with the four-phase line that we can follow. The first one is with discovery. People don't know whether the Fiat app is available to them, so we want to give them the basic controls of, hey, we live in the 21st century, let's turn on our car, turn the heater up from our cell phone. We believe this is definitely capable.
The next phase has to do with engagement. We wanted to add an interactive game where you can customize your car on the game and then drive it around the streets and race people and stuff. We think this will add an element that people want to keep coming back to the app for.
Now it's time to bring them and convert that into sales, and we believe using proximity-based location, kind of similar to what Starbucks does, where you're near their store, they say, hey, why don't you just come in for another drink? We believe that could be something that draws them into the dealerships to check out their new models as well as to talk to a salesman.
And the last one has to do with rewards. We wanted to offer some sort of Fiat points where if people engage with us in social media, like tweeting about just doing a test drive or playing a game, you can earn points and then reuse them in the app, either to win prizes from Fiat or to soup up your car in the game. This, of course, is all built to drive sales and revenue for Fiat.
Okay, so we've kind of taken a look at what Fiat's doing now and a couple of variations they could have on current mobile strategy. But with the car industry, you're dealing with a bloody sea that is red ocean. So we wanted to think about a few things that could take us out of this area and into a blue ocean.
So to separate it, we went short term, looking at, imagine a cell phone contract for the car industry. Something that you, like the iPhone you had for a couple of years, and then you get rid of it after 2 years and get a newer model. Why can't that work in the car industry? We live with a shorter time. We don't have to be married to our car for 20 years. So you imagine getting a newer model, just trading in your older one for a couple of 2 or 3 years that you keep it, and then you just trade it in.
Our more long-term strategy we wanted to look at was partnering with the Google automatic pilot technology that already exists. With Fiat's virtual engineering, this is a no-brainer to partner with a technology that's already so far advanced, and we could be one of the first movers in this area. We're looking to implement within the next 5 to 7 years.
What Josiah and Rachel kind of spoke about there is what we read about in Blue Ocean Strategy, with Josiah looking across industries and Rachel looking across time. Now what Fiat can do from here is create these new value innovative factors that are going to allow Fiat to be a pioneer into a blue ocean in the future. And that's the black and white truth.